attacking, Iolcus?
Those Ionians must be mad to risk the wrath of Zeus.
They are barbarians who worship the old gods. They don't even acknowledge Zeus.
Like I said, they're mad.
He saved Elpis. That's what she said.
Here lies the entrance to the cave of Amalthea. Fearing the jealousy of Cronus, Rhea gave to Amalthea her infant son Zeus to hide and protect. In this hot refuge, Amalthea nurtured the newborn god. Safe from the sight of Cronus, the cries of Zeus were masked by the sounds of the moving rock and the searing flame. Glory to Amalthea, who saw that Zeus was safely raised until he could challenge his father Cronus. Here we are. The challenge of Ares awaits inside. What do you think, Hercules? That boulder too big for you?
What, that overgrown pebble? Nothing to it.
I must go alone.
Right, then I'll wait for you here. Watch yourself in there. heart beats inside your chest, Warden. So may your warrior's hardiness be as strong as the stones that surround us. My boon to you.
Thank you, Lord Ares.
One more thing. The one-time black-tongued witch who now sits in your ship must be protected. Without her, you will have no hope of success.
What do you mean? Ares?
I take it you passed Ares' test.
If I hadn't, I would have never left the cavern.
Ah, Ares. Something different about you. You look healthier, stronger. What happened in there?
Ares gave me his boon. A warrior's health and hardiness.
Now that's a boon that should prove useful in the journey ahead.
Did you see Photios?
I did. He related your husband's final words to me.
What?
His message was simple. He loved you. Always. From the moment you met. He asked that you remember him as a loving husband and father, and hoped his son Sinon would live to honor him.
Thank you for telling me, King Jason.
If there's anything I can do.
My son and I have each other. Nothing else can help right now.
May Athena's 5 virtues be with you.
Row us out to the ship, Nestus.
Of course, sir.
Jason, your uncle had a chart sent down.
What do you think, Argos? Look accurate?
It looks ancient is what it looks. If we follow it, we'll be going further west than anyone's ever sailed before.
Never mind the chart. I know the way.
All right. Then I suppose we're ready to sail.
Set an eastern course. I'll tell you when we need to adjust.
But your uncle's chart indicates Delphi lies to the west.
East, Argos. Delphi lies to the east. I know it.
As you say, Jason.
The time has come. We make for Delphi, land of Apollo's oracle. To sea.
No warden has ever fallen in battle on Yolkan soil. Once we set sail, that protection will leave you. You may never again know the grace of Zeus.
This is not a choice, Hercules. Never was.
I understand. Well, Jason, this is how legends often start. Aboard a ship, heading out to sea. You should have brought a poet.
How quickly the prophecy has come to fruition.
Yes, Master Pelias. But what of your nephew? What if the Oracle shows him a way?
Let him search. Don't you see? He's left the island and taken that traitorous witch Medea with him. We could not have dreamed for better circumstance.
Master Pelias, you wish to speak with me?
Captain Idas, you have retired, I hear.
I am guiding my successor. When he is fit to assume command, I plan to step down. Yes.
Iolcus will miss your leadership, but there is one task more that she must ask of you. Despite your investigation, I still wonder if some of our own people didn't aid the assassin.
Impossible.
I pray that you're right. Nonetheless, redeploy all existing members of the Guard to the southern plains. We will establish a new and trustworthy force to secure the palace.
Sir, my men are loyal.
I did not ask for your opinion, Captain. The safety of Iolcus is my duty now. That is all.
Your bidding, Master.
Go, Skiav. Follow Jason to Delphi. Let us hear what the Oracle tells our young king.
It will be as you say.
I will be back. I promise you.
Yes?
We have arrived at Delphi.
I will await your return. Remain alert. Oracles are not to be trusted.
I'll hear what she has to say, and then pass judgment.
Even still, pay close attention to her words. Hidden truths will lurk behind every phrase.
Very few ever see these shores. Remember, Jason, what an oracle says and what an oracle means are not always the same thing.
Delphi, sacred isle of Apollo. The light of truth pierces the mist that clouds the minds of men.
Greetings!
A talking satyr?
Satyr, I am Jason, king of Iolcus. This is Hercules, the son of Zeus.
Is that right?
We've come to see the Oracle.
Well, that way leads to the Oracle. Eventually.
We thank you. Hercules?
I wish you good fortune in the caves ahead.
Why? Is there some reason we would need it?
Hold on, I'll take a look.
Hercules, wait! What exactly do you need?
Hail, King Jason!
Lieutenant Platon? What are you doing on Delphi?
That's a question I put to you, sir. I speak for the people, your people, who wonder why you've left us. Why you've abandoned your kingdom and your duty. What if there's another attack, and Iolcus is without its warden? How could you do this?
That is not for you to say, Platon. Do not forget, Alcime was a citizen of Iolcus too. The gods willing, I will not be long away. Platon? What is this place?
I see Jason, begat of Triom, who 50 years walked with the gods.
Jason, there you are. Lost you back there for a moment.
Why did you run off?
This place is strange. I'm seeing things.
Yes. I saw a guard from Iolcus.
I saw worse than that. Death. Destruction. I've seen that this voyage will be the last for some of those who join you. I'm with you until the end, Jason. But others who may stand with us, I worry too much will be asked of them. Are you willing to trade a life for Alcime's? A friend's life?
I won't hide the difficulty of what lies before us, or who stands in our way, to anyone. If they're still willing to help after they know the truth, I cannot refuse them. Hercules? Hercules!
I see Jason, king of Iolcus. Once a warden, but now...
Alcime.
Jason, I'm so cold.
I will find a way to bring you back.
I'm alone in the dark, lost and adrift. Why have you denied me my final rites? Why have you left me to wander in the abyss? I am so afraid.
Alcime, what did I promise you at our wedding?
To be my husband. To share the rule of your kingdom.
It is as I thought. You are not Alcime. You're another trick of the cave. The real Alcime knows that what was promised is the reason I am here. Begone, treacherous spirit! You may have stolen her image, but your words betray you.
I see Jason, father of... No, not a father. Not yet.
The Cave of Doubts. The most difficult questions to answer are those left unasked. You cannot confront ignorance unless you first confront the truth.
You made it!
Hercules, is it really you?
After I ran in, I started seeing things. That's about when I realized rushing ahead wasn't the brightest idea. I turned back to find you, but there was only the cave and its tricks.
Tricks won't stop us now. Come.
You've overcome the Cave of Doubts. Well done.
You again.
Many who come here seeking answers don't have the resolve to ask the questions.
Who are you, satyr?
You may call me Pan. I am a friend of the Oracle. She is waiting for you ahead, just a little further.
I didn't know satyrs could speak our language.
It isn't easy, I assure you. We have different instruments, you see. Pipes and lyres. Both can make music, but each in their own way. I've had lots of time to practice. I do my best.
You speak better than most people I've met.
You are very kind to say so. But now, you should continue. The Oracle is expecting you.
Yes. Older than you think.
You're the Oracle?
How old are you? That's a bit unsettling.
A foolish question. I'm the Oracle.
How did you know what we were going to? Foolish question, right?
Oracle of Apollo. I am...
Jason. In fact, you are many Jasons. Each instant countless Jasons die, and countless are born anew. Does this Jason know what he seeks?
My wife, Alcime, restored to me alive again.
Restored to you? You think your thread entwined with hers forever? Threads unravel. Threads entangle. Threads are cut.
You have not said what I seek is impossible. And by that, I infer there is a way. How?
The Golden Fleece.
The Fleece?
An artifact of untold power. Only the Fleece can undo death. But the Fleece has been lost for centuries.
Do you know where it is? How can I find it?
Search under every stone upon the earth. You will not find it.
Then how?
You will need a guide.
3 guides. Each a vessel of divine blood.
Do you mean to say these guides are the descendants of the gods?
The blood of 3 holds the key. Athena, Hermes, Ares. Seek out their bloodlines.
Bring one descendant from each of these gods here to Delphi. Then, the way to the Fleece will be made known to you. But will that be an answer?
Or just another question?
Wait! Who are these descendants? Where do I find them?
Come now, aren't you being a little hard on them? Even if they knew where to look, the task ahead is nigh impossible. She's coming around to it. Give her a moment.
How can you tell?
3 islands you must visit. Mycenae, proud land of Ares, where a city hungers to see vengeance in its fierce arena. Saria, wild domain of Hermes, where both predators and mysteries lurk deep within the jungle. Kithra, lost island of Athena, where the echoes of a distant past haunt both swamp and temple.
Mycenae, Saria, Kithra. There your destiny will be forged.
Can you tell me more of these places?
Revealing too much may alter the course of events.
So may revealing too little.
Choose one of your destinations, and we will grant you one last gift of insight.
When I have found the fleece, I will return to Iolcus. What do you see then?
Darkness, despair, uncertainty. But there is hope. A boy hiding at the edges of a village. Allies fighting by your side. When the raven strikes, it will do so from behind. I suppose this means you will be leaving us, Pan.
I believe Jason's quest will be an epic tale, filled with great deeds and worthy heroes. Perhaps I too may have a part to play.
You're coming with us?
If you'll have me.
Pan will speak for us on your journey. He will prove useful to you.
I do not doubt that. Welcome aboard the Argo, Pan.
The Argo. Jason and the Argonauts. There's a fine title for a tale.
It's time we leave. To the ship! I know of Mycenae. It is a land of Ares, and the homeland of my wife. King Lycomedes is the one I seek there. He is of Ares' blood.
Lycomedes is not the understanding type.
What of Saria and Kithra? Do you know them, Pan?
I hear it's a cursed island.
We'll find out for ourselves the truth of all these places. Come. The Argo awaits. At last, we have our purpose.
I have been thinking on what you told me of the Oracle's message.
Any insights?
No. I still cannot fathom why the blood of the gods is needed. The Oracle didn't tell you everything she knows. I'm sure of it.
She said enough to start us on our journey.
Yes, a journey without a clear destination. I will meditate more on this.
I've heard many tales of your great deeds, Hercules. Perhaps I could hear them again, directly from the man who did them.
I'm no poet, Pan. I'm sure what you've heard already is better said than anything I can muster.
Ah, my friend, not so. A man can always tell his own story better than anyone can tell it for him. A poet's imagination is a pleasant substitute for what he doesn't know. But when you tell your own tale, you know everything.
Hadn't thought of it that way.
I would rather a mute communicate his experience than hear a practiced bard guess on his behalf.
All right then, we'll swap tales over dinner. I'm sure you have a few of your own. It is a strange path we find ourselves on.
Strange even for you, slayer of the Lernaean Hydra and the Lion of Nemea?
Yes, even still.
Captor of the Cernaean Hind and the Erymanthian Boar?
Very funny.
Master thief of the mares of Diomedes and the apples of the Hesperides.
Are you finished?
How many is that? 6? I'm only halfway through your labors.
Just you wait. My labors are gonna look like scullery chores by the time we're through.
Ah, life at sea. I was just beginning to miss it. You came at a good time, Jason.
How do you know the Oracle?
Oh, I've been friends with many oracles. The current one is quite new and yet quite promising. Most men find her speech unsettling, but I find it an invigorating web of meanings. We keep each other company now and then, that's all. Delphi is a great place to meet interesting people. The Oracle has such fascinating visitors.
It is customary for the captain to know the passengers on his ship. Tell me something of yourself, Pan.
We have a long voyage ahead of us, but even still, I doubt there'd be enough time to tell you everything. Let's just say I was born long ago and far away, and since then, I've traveled farther still.
They say satyrs choose how long they live. Do you still count your years?
Oh, I lost count long ago. I count by centuries now. I've at least one of those for each of my fingers.
How is that possible?
The world is a better place with mysteries in it, I think. Suffice to say, I still feel young at heart, particularly when surrounded by good company. I've been feeling quite spry since coming aboard, I must say.
Make yourself comfortable, Pan.
The route to Mycenae is well known to me. It is a major port, after all. Saria is just a small dot on the map, isolated and out of the way. Kithra appears only on the oldest charts. No one sails there anymore. They say it's haunted. Have you decided on our destination, Jason?
Chart a course for Mycenae. We'll speak with the bloodline of Ares first. King Lycomedes.
As you say.
Our plan is already in motion. We neutralize our target, and Jason's quest will be at an end. Go. Make sure our arrangements are in order, and kill the traitor once he serves his purpose.
Alcime.
Have you thought why King Lycomedes did not tell you of the prophecy he received? It is because, after 10 years of hunting black tongues, he thought he'd eliminated the danger. When he could find no more, he believed the threat to his daughter was over.
Clearly, it wasn't.
The Black Tongues live by deceit and cunning. For every one you find, there are 10 more you would never suspect. Remember, Jason, there is not a place where men dwell that the Black Tongues do not have a presence. Even here.
I'll keep her safe here while you're ashore. At some point, though, I need to get ashore myself to restock provisions.
You play well, Pan.
Thank you. I've had many years to practice.
I've never seen pipes like those.
Ah, yes. My syrinx. I named them after a beautiful nymph I once knew.
Where is she now?
Here, in the music that I play. You see, I loved her very dearly, but that love was not returned. One day I went to speak with her, to tell her that I would no longer visit if she found my company unpleasant.
And what did she say?
Alas, I'll never know. Fearing I had come to woo her yet again, she ran from me. In her haste, she fell into a river and was drowned. The river nymphs took pity on her and transformed her into river reeds. I used them to make these pipes.
A sad tale, Pan.
Love is a powerful thing, my friend, but it does not always lead to happy endings.
I worry how King Lycomedes will welcome you. Have you thought of what you'll say to him?
I won't prepare any speeches. I'll judge his temper and speak from the heart.
I was there. I know you're not at fault. But truth travels like a fasting pilgrim. It loses much of itself along the way. I'm afraid you will find few friends here, Jason.
Let's hope that Lycomedes, if not a friend, is at least not an enemy.
Have you heard of the Achnisi, Jason?
Some sort of fire spirit.
Yes, a type of salamander, in fact. They appear as tongues of flame amidst the masts and rigging of ships. They were with us last night.
An auspicious sign, I've heard.
I would say doubly so, given this island is aligned with Ares, whose symbol is a fiery torch. I take it to mean that we were right to come here, that we'll find favor with Ares on Mycenae.
Let's hope you haven't misread the signs. The people here will not be pleased to see me. Should they decide to burn this ship to ash and timber, it would give new interpretation to your fire sprites.
Then I pray my skills of divination are not wrong, for all our sakes.
King Jason!
Sinon, what are you doing here?
Shh! Keep quiet. Find some place to hide. They blame you for what happened to Princess Alcime. They say King Lycomedes is going to kill you.
You can't believe everything you hear, Sinon. Now just what are you doing here?
I came to fight in the arena. To prove myself. To show you, show everyone, I can be a guardsman.
I want soldiers in my guard, not gladiators. There's a difference. Have you actually seen what goes on in there?
Yes. Well, no. I've heard the cheers from outside the walls. It's all very exciting.
Promise me you'll watch a match before you decide.
Ah, scout my competition. Very cunning. As you say, King Jason.
Good. Until then, there's always a hot meal waiting for you on my ship.
Keep the pier clear, unless you're loading cargo.
So much for the warm welcome.
What price?
Only cargo past this point.
I'll give it to you for free!
Only cargo past this point.
himself couldn't pay me to fight Achilles. The man of Mycenae can't win forever!
Out of our way!
Ionians. What? No one wants to fight? Heard the men of Mycenae were warriors. Apparently not. Mark Ionia on your roster, slave.
Hey, look!
Well, 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 the Yoken King.
What's it to you, mercenary?
Not here to sign up for the arena? No, of course not. That would require courage. We hear you have a problem protecting your women, little king.
You should send them to Ionia. We'll keep them safe for you.
And busy, eh?
Where's your laughter now?
You dare!
What do you wait for? Need coin to fight? Come, I've enough to pay you.
Enough! Ionians, test our laws at your peril. And as for you, the king expects you at his palace, without delay. No one lays a finger on this one until King Lycomedes is through with him. No one.
Give thanks to your gods that the guards protect you here.
Before you leave this
Hey,
island,
fortune,
I'll have
women!
a shield. Trust in that.
Patroclus treats his fighters like kids. I'd love to sign you up for the arena. Royalty always draws big crowds. But King Lycomedes would have my hide if you were hard. Before he dealt with you, that is. Does no one hear the drums of Ares?
Not with you blathering on!
Go speak with Lycomedes, not me.
Blast! I lose again!
I have nothing to say to you.
Anyone else hungry?
State your business here.
I am Jason, king of Iolcus, and I will speak with King Lycomedes in his palace.
Raise the gate! Beyond this gate lie the royal grounds of Mycenae. The palace, arena, agora, and Ares' watch. The king is expecting you. You would do well not to tarry, sir.
Lycomedes is a hard man, from a nation of hard men.
The fall of Corfu. King Lycomedes destroys the Black Tongue stronghold on Corfu. The mountain fortress, thought impregnable, fell before the might of Ares' legions.
They said it would take a lifetime. For my men, that meant one honest winter's work.
King Lycomedes.
If he hates the Black Tongue so much, he should be glad to help us.
And lament, for these are dark days, filled with sadness. What times are
If
these
speeches
when our
be...
The agora of Mycenae. Truth, honor, and victory. Let no deceiver utter sound in this place. Let no dissembler show his guile within this square. Let no man or woman speak false beneath the gaze of unflinching Ares.
All places of government should follow those decrees.
The Palace of Mycenae, the Rock of Ares. This fortress has stood unconquered since the time Ares lent his aid to build it. Only those of royal Mycenaean blood or divine service may walk the inner halls.
I've heard the walls of the inner sanctum are made of fired black quartz, 2 spear lengths thick. Time to see which way the wind blows with Lycomedes.
I did not believe it when my advisors told me your ship approached the harbor. You're a great many things, son of Trion, but I did not think you so brazen.
I need your help, Lycomedes. I know a way to bring her back.
This is what you have to say? You travel across the sea to ask my help? Thank Ares, your father did not live to see his son's disgrace. There are some in Mycenae who beg me for your head. Do not tempt me to give it to them.
Think of me what you will, but know that I aim to undo what has been done. I seek the Golden Fleece.
There would be riots in the streets of Mycenae if I aided you on such a fool's quest. Don't you see, Jason? My people want blood. Blood for blood.
Wouldn't they rather have their princess back?
I protected my daughter for 20 years, and you lost her within 20 days.
You knew the prophecy. You knew she was in danger. Why didn't you tell me?
The prophecy had nothing to do with it. I rid Greece of the Black Tongues 10 years ago.
They emerge again, Lycomedes. I saw one in the market as I approached this very palace.
Enough of this! Out of respect for your father, I give you a choice. Either return to your ship in disgrace and sail away, never to set foot here again. Or submit yourself to trial by combat in the arena, before all of Mycenae, and Ares himself.
Jason, You're not bound by the laws of Mycenae.
Prove you're not to blame for the death of my daughter. If you have any honor left, it is the only way.
My honor fears no trial. I submit to the arena. Let the eyes of Mycenae be open to the truth. You were wrong, then as you are now, King of Mycenae. The Black Tongues yet live.
Escort the accused to the arena. Remove his weapons and armor. He may keep his shield. Let him enjoy no further advantage of his station.
Jason!
The king of Iolcus himself. Patroclus must be giddy thinking about the crowds he's going to get. Your trial starts soon. Speak to the Minoan to get your weapon, and he'll let Patroclus know you're ready.
The Minoan?
He's up the ramp. Can't miss him.